The 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. Checking out the 76ers. Their goal tonight is to play with the same type of effort at both ends of the court. Locker room. Last season, a rough one for the #1 draft pick Ben Simmons. Had his rookie debut delayed due to injury. Now in his second year in the league, what are we going to see from Ben Simmons, Kenny?
Well, obviously his passing and unselfishness is what got him into the league. Now we're going to see if he can be a scorer. But he has a rare kind of thing of size along with initiating an offense, Shaq.
And
not too many guys I've seen like that.
Not only that, the whole team around him gets better because he makes things easier for his teammates. You know why? Played at LSU, baby. Love Shack University.
Philadelphia could be a team on the
Love
rise.
Shack University.
Yes.
Okay.
Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you later.
I changed it.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Mutombo or Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this on me? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. Now here's Simmons. And Durant sends it back.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
This is to Pachulia. Embiid with the steal. Kicks to Redick. He dishes it to Simmons. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
Golden State moving it around. Pachulia kicks to Durant. Passes to Green. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Now look, we all know how great Durant is on offense, but in my opinion, he was one of the best two-way players in the league last year. Something that he's improved upon over his career. Took it to the next level last season.
Here's Green after Ben Simmons' bucket. Thompson outside from past the arc. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Redick.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And Durant sends it back. Thompson dishes to Green. Here's Pachulia. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And there's the call on Pachulia. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Warriors also with a sub. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Iguodala against Covington. Sinks the three-pointer. McConnell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Stauskas is checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Warriors, West comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Warriors trail by 12. Thompson outside. They kick it out to Green and taken away by Johnson. Here's Stauskas banked in off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw this game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Thompson for the triple. The shot comes out.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The 76ers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Anderson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And both free throws good for Stauskas. Warriors trail by 19. Here is Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State. Now, here's McConnell. Back to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But he just...
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
We've got Rashawn Holmes. T.J. McConnell is out there with Stauskas. Then it's Amir Johnson, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends and mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance. and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciated what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Saric uses the glass to finish the layup. Saric has got his first points in this one.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, now he's landing body blows.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Covington's checked in. Embiid the screen. Pass to Covington. Saric just screen on Durant. Saric outside. Here's Embiid. Goes back up. Goes up again. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Curry passes to McCaw. Kept alive. Outside for Durant. Over Saric. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Got that one up quick.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pachulia kicks to McCaw. Outside for Durant. Here's the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Warriors trail by 21. Pachulia kicks to Curry. Pass to Pachulia. Outside Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Curry. Luwawu, the pass to Korkmaz. Up again. The putback is no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, Draymond, at times in that first half, they got it going in transition. Why were they able to beat you defensively?
I don't think it was so much defensively, it was offensively. You know, we turned the ball over, and you can't defend that. You know, when they get out running, their guards are going to get loose. So we just got to stop turning the ball over offensively, and that'll help our defense a ton.
Yeah, your coach calls them plays of insanity.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports halftime
Ernie Johnson
show.
here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins,